Welcome to Color My Art. You pick the colors and then we'll start. I'm your titular artist. Yeah, that's me. My co-host Corey, always making us happy. So sit back and watch and have some fun. Comment with a color, I'll use every one. Welcome to Color My Art. You pick the colors and then we'll start. Welcome, oh welcome to Color My Art.
Hi. Hello.
Hello. Welcome to Color My Art, the Facebook Live show where you pick the colors that I use on my art pieces, as well as some fun interactive segments where Corey asks would you rather questions and just general questions and does a fun little interactive thing that I love doing and you guys love doing too. That's why we keep doing it. So thank you for checking out Color My Art. I'm your host, Tyler Charles, and with me as always, my co-host, Corey.
Yeah. I'm here on the ones and twos.
He's here on the ones and the twos. So thank you for checking out Color My Art. We have a very special episode today where we will be interviewing a wonderful artist. She's really great. She is part of a bunch of groups and an admin for the Breakaway from the Everyday group. So which is really cool. So we're gonna introduce her with her promo, and then we're gonna play. We had already recorded the interview that you're about to see. We're going to be wearing something different, so you're definitely going to know. But we already pre-recorded her interview, but we're going to play it here for you, and you get to watch, and we're just going to chill. And then after the interview, we're going to do Color My Art. The piece we're going to be coloring, which is inspired by, honestly, I'm going to hook up my camera in a little bit, but is inspired by the person who we're interviewing. She loves to draw butterflies. It is a joke in her life that she just adds it and it makes everything she does look amazing, which I agree. So I thought I'd do the butterfly one I just recently did. So we're going to be doing that. And I have a list of colors I will set up in the corner. If you want to comment with a color, then you can do that. And I'll have that set up in probably like 5 minutes into the interview. I'll have that all ready. And
What?
we're only going to be picking 3 colors, by the way.
Three colors, everybody. Three colors.
Not a lot, but like 3 colors, I think it'll make it look really cool. And then we got a lot of cool questions and stuff coming up too. So thank you for checking it out. And we're going to get right to this interview because it's good stuff. So we're going to have her promo first, and then we'll have her interview. Hello, and we're going to welcome right now after that promo, which we just saw. Totally, definitely didn't record this prior or anything else. But thank you for joining us, Marissa. I'm going to mess this up. Rodolini.
Yep, that's
Okay,
right.
I got it right.
Good job, Tyler.
I know. Terrible dyslexia. It's a terrible thing I have to deal with. Nonetheless, how are you? How are you doing this Sunday?
I'm great. Thank you. I'm excited to be on here. So thanks for having me.
Yeah, thank you so much for coming out. So the first question I'm going to ask you is, one, your artwork we just saw is absolutely stunning. How have you come up with, or essentially, what have you used to inspire your pieces? Because they're very unique.
Yeah, so I mean, I do a lot of different types of pieces. I really do like kind of surreal, sort of trippy, like dreamlike kind of things.
Absolutely.
And a lot of times those ideas pop in my head when I'm like about to go to sleep. When you're like kind of like right in between being awake and being asleep, and like it's
Absolutely.
almost like you start dreaming already. That's when I get a lot of ideas, which is frustrating because sometimes I completely forget them the next day, and I wake up and I'm like, dang it, I had a really good idea last
Yep.
night.
Do you ever keep a journal or anything next to your bed to like write it down?
I used to do that. Yeah, I used to start just waking up and just putting it in my phone really quick. But I have a 2-year-old now, so now I just have to stay as silent as possible and try not to move so I don't wake him
Yep.
up.
That is fair. That is something you have to worry about. But I think there actually is a thing for like about that like that in between dreamlike state.
Mhm.
That you get a lot of inspiration, like right before you go to bed and right before you wake up. It's a great time to like, yeah, think about that, which is annoying because, like you said, you're gonna pass out in 2 seconds, or you just woke up, so it's super like not there for you.
Yeah, for sure. And it's kind of like that quiet time too, where you can kind of let your imagination sort of run wild. Because I have a really corporate sort of day job, so my mind during the day is just like all work, business kind of thing, and I don't
Yeah.
really like get to let my mind wander until and then I get home, and then I have my kid, and all of that. So that's the time of the day where I get to sort of just let my mind go, and then all these cool ideas pop into my head.
Yep.
That's awesome. So, are you working on like, is like a hobby to you, or is that what you want to pursue as like your career, and you're doing this other job because of other reasons, because you need money? Like what is your pursuit when it comes to art? Are you just doing it because it's a great way to express and all that stuff too?
Yeah, it's mostly a hobby. I do sell my art. I have a website, and I do art festivals and things like that where I sell my work. It's not lucrative enough for me to make it, make an actual living and support my family off of it. And my career in more of the business world kind of, took off, and that's, what provides for my family. My husband's a stay-at-home dad, so I mean, I'd absolutely love to do nothing but art. I mean, I think that's like the dream, is just to do that and be able to do that for 8 hours a day. But and if I can achieve that one day, that'd be awesome. But for now, it's kind of just a side business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome that you're doing it at all. Like pursuing a dream to any extent is in my book. I think that everyone should try it, and in any way, shape, or form, whatever your dreams are. But even if it's a hobby, honestly, I kind of, mine is the same thing, where it's like an extreme hobby where I do it a lot, but I also have another job that like pays the bills, and I do that, which is fine too. So Corey, you want to get into your next.
So yeah.
Sorry.
So I noticed when we were looking through your paintings that you often feature women and nature. So I was just wondering, what drew you to this, and what actually drew you to this particular style?
So I'm not sure. I think it's always something that really interested me. There are a lot of artists that I found online that I've seen their work, and I'm just like, wow, I want to do that. There's one artist that I think inspired me to go more into like the pop surrealism, painting women and that kind of thing. That's her name's Happy D Artist. I don't know if you've ever heard of her, but I also really like other popular pop surrealism artists like Mark Ryden. I'm drawing a blank on the Margaret Keane, hers as well, the Big Eyes art. So a lot of artists that I've seen online have kind of inspired that. And I just really love painting women. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's just, you know, the facial features, the soft features, the hair, and like, you know, just the curves and everything. It's just, women are fun to paint. I haven't painted a man yet. You guys, it might be fun too, but haven't tried it yet.
I've drawn a few guys, but I completely agree. If you've seen any of my stuff, I have, yeah, very much so of the opinion that women are beauty. They're the fair sex for a goddamn reason, and it's like, it's just I want to, like, beauty is a thing I want to convey on my like piece, and it's a thing. Yeah. I can't avoid it, and like, it gives me that passion to do it too, because I want to make it look aesthetically pleasing, and that helps, I feel like.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, that's a great answer. Fantastic. I'm gonna show one of your pieces right now, and then I'm gonna have you kind of describe it. Corey gets to see. Yeah. Let's go to screen. Let's go to here. Sorry, it's taking me 1 second. And let's share that on there. Okay. So this is one of your pieces. I really liked it. I kind of want to know the backstory of this.
Yeah, sure. So I painted this for, so I'm part of an online gallery on Facebook called Artistic Souls Gallery. We do auctions every month. So I created this for one of the shows that we did last year. And I used to paint a lot of these crescent moons and put a lot of like beads and adornments and flowers and stuff all over them. And I have a lot of older paintings, just small pieces that are just a moon kind of decorated. And I don't know, I got this idea that I wanted to do something more like circusy, kind of whimsical sort of thing. So I came across a picture of an elephant, kind of sort of like he's standing on a ball at a circus, and I just had the idea to put it on a moon. And yeah, I was happy with how it turned out. It's kind of fairy tale whimsical type of thing.
Absolutely. No, I like, when I first saw it, I thought of the like a elephant on a ball at a circus. Yep. Like, yeah, for sure. Immediately my mind went to that. I mean, he is on a round surface, but one of the things that scare me the most, especially like painting, is something I'm new to myself. Like, it's something I'm dabbling in, trying. Like, you clearly have mastered the craft, and it looks amazing. And like, doing animals and stuff like that, like, definitely intimidate me. And I feel like you really like brought this thing to life. All of the life in it feels real.
Oh, thank you.
And I really like it. You have anything to say, Corey? Do you like it?
Yeah, no, I agree with you. The first thing you see is the resemblance of the ball and the elephant standing on it. And I love that you did the artwork underneath it and kind of jazzed it up a little bit. You know, I really do like it.
Yeah, instead of just like a moon, you know, with an elephant, like even like the roses and
exactly
the other stuff. I was gonna say, Corey, go ahead with that next question on there.
Alrighty.
I showed this. I'm gonna pop this off the screen and.
Alrighty. So as we saw in that amazing promo at the beginning, you do quite a lot of paintings. So, do you do any other mediums of art, as far as drawing or music or anything like that?
Not really. So I actually was a really late bloomer when it came to art. I didn't even start drawing or painting or anything till I was about 24. So about 8 years ago. When I was younger, I did a lot of writing. I always loved creative writing. Pretty much from the time I could pick up a pencil when I was 6. I mean, my parents have tons of notebooks and journals and diaries that I would write poetry and short stories from when I was like 6, you know, all the way into my teens. So writing has always been a passion for me, but I haven't done it in a long time. But I've been thinking about going back to it.
Nice. Did you just in general, like writing, or like writing a book or writing poetry, or?
Yeah, so I did a lot of poetry, especially when I was a teenager and I was really angsty and emo, and I, just did the emo poetry kind of thing.
Yeah,
But but I also wrote a lot of short stories, like sort of fantasy stories. And when I was really young, like 7, 8, of course, they were really kind of just like silly, creative little stories that I wrote.
Yeah, no, that's
Nice.
amazing. Have you ever done any like spoken word or anything like
I
that?
haven't. No, I've been to a few of those events and I love it. It's really cool, but I've never done it myself.
Okay. Well, with your art, like you said, you're a part of this group that does like gallery stuff. Have you ever had your stuff in an actual gallery? Like, not that that's discrediting anything you're doing, but the actual place that like displays your art?
I haven't. I've looked
Me
into
neither.
it. I've looked into a few. A lot of them, they take such a high commission. Usually,
Yeah.
it's at least 50%. Some of them
Yeah.
take like 75%. So it was never really something I really wanted to pursue, other than just kind of for the, just for the yes, I'm in a brick and
I'm in a
mortar
gallery.
gallery kind
Yeah,
of thing.
yeah.
But,
Exactly.
yeah,
to be able to say, hey, my stuff is in a gallery, put it on a resume. That makes
exactly.
sense. Yeah, no, same here. It seems hard to get into, and then also they are kind of gouging you for like your work, honestly. And in that case, it's like it's all your work. All they're doing is allowing you to put it in their place. So
Yeah, exactly. And a lot of them also have very specific styles too. There aren't a lot of galleries that I found that are really in line with my style, or that would actually be interested in my art. Because I do have I think the pop surrealism thing is a little bit newer, so there aren't a whole lot of galleries out there that feature that kind of
Doing
art
that.
too. So
absolutely.
yeah.
Yep. So I was gonna we didn't really get into where are you from?
So I'm from Southern California. I grew up in Temecula. Moved to Tennessee. I was there for 3 years, and then just about 6 months ago, I moved back to California, and I'm in Laguna Niguel.
Okay.
Just
Cool.
just to make sure, you're not in Pacific Missouri, correct?
Yeah.
No,
Okay,
never
okay.
been.
No, me neither. I don't think so anyway. I've been to a lot of places, but I don't think so specifically there. Now we got some pleasantries out of the way. I do have a question about some of you have a lot of butterflies in a lot of your pieces. Is there a deeper meaning to that? Do they mean something to you, or are they just a pretty insect that you like to add to your pieces?
A little bit of both. So I really like butterfly. A lot of my paintings have to do with a lot of like life changes, emotional changes, especially some of my more recent work. I can usually point to a piece and say, okay, this is why I painted that at the time. I was feeling kind of this way, and where I had a big change in my life. And I really like that symbolism, and that I've always kind of incorporated butterflies in. But on the other side, I will admit it's also kind of like a running joke with me and my husband and some of my friends that whenever I feel like a painting's missing something, I just slap a butterfly on it. Or
It does add to it.
Yeah, like if there's too much empty space somewhere, I'm like, I'll put a butterfly there. but like the elephant one that you showed, for example, like that one, I wanted that piece to kind of show a lot of like freedom and happiness. And I intentionally made it so that the moon was all adorned and decorated, but the elephant wasn't. The elephant's just kind of natural and just being free and surrounded by butterflies and happy and whimsical. So I just like the general feeling that butterflies kind of bring to the painting.
No, I agree. They always bring a sense of magic to a thing, because they're just beautiful. And like you said, they have all this symbolism with like a butterfly effect and like change.
Exactly.
And, a lot of cool things. So I wondered that, because I looked through some of your stuff, and like a lot of it has been there, and it's a running joke. So I wasn't wrong.
Yeah, and they're just really fun to paint, honestly, because there's so many different types and different colors and different patterns. So they're just kind of fun too.
Yeah, you can't really mess up the color on a butterfly either, can you?
Exactly.
Nice. Yep. Very nice.
Okay. So I'm gonna ask this next one. How do you decide on what materials to use for your pieces? So you're typically doing painting, right? Do you do any drawing or anything? Like we kind of discussed that a little.
So I've never really, I don't know how this makes any sense, but I'm a lot better at painting than I am at drawing. Um, I've never been super good at drawing, so mostly when I do draw, it's really just like a concept sketch, just to kind of map out how I want the
Let you know
composition
where-
and
yep.
everything. Yeah, and doing that, I've gotten better at drawing and sketching and shading, with pencil and everything. But I still make a lot of mistakes in the drawing that I later correct when I'm painting.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mostly use oil paints. I haven't used acrylics in a while, but yeah, I usually start out with a concept sketch, and then I'll transfer it onto the canvas or the panel, and then I'll go in with either a base layer of acrylic and then start building oils, or I'll just go straight in with oils.
Okay.
That's really awesome. Why do you prefer oils over acrylic?
So I painted with acrylics when I first started out, and I did that for years. Because I was really scared to try oils because it sounds so scary, because there's so many different, materials that you have to use. There's like the linseed oil and then the solvent, and it just seemed more complicated, and it also seemed more difficult. So I was always intimidated by it. But once I switched to oils, I never wanted to go back to acrylics. Acrylics frustrate me so much now because the drying time is so different. With oils, you get used to, having a lot of time to blend and correct things and work with the paint. The colors are really bold and bright, and now when I go back and paint with acrylics now, it just drives me nuts because it just dries so fast, and I'm like dragging it on the canvas. I'm like, I hate this. Just give me the oil paints.
That makes sense.
No, it does. Honestly, I've been working doing painting, and I've been using acrylics, and that is, to be fair, I need it to dry because I'm doing like a 20-minute painting, but it would be nice to be able to blend stuff more and have it not just like, oh, that's dry now, so I gotta put something on top of it instead of mix it in with the thing. Yeah. It intimidates me. Oil painting definitely, like just the pure fact. How long does it take to dry? Like a week, 2 weeks?
Yeah, so it depends. So that is the downside of oils. As much as I love them, it does make it much harder to meet deadlines, because you really have to work with oils for a little while to understand how far you can kind of push it. But I work in really thin layers, and I don't add any oil. I don't use any medium. I just use straight oil paint out of the tube. And if you work in really thin layers, it usually takes about a week or so. If you do mix in linseed oil or anything like that, then it takes a lot longer. Depending on how thick of a layer you paint, it can take like 6 to 8 weeks sometimes. So it just depends. Yeah, you kind of just have to play around with it and see what works. And it works for me because I really only get time to paint on the weekends. So it's usually I'll start, a layer, and then I'll go to work for the week, and then by the next weekend, it's ready for another layer on top of it.
Yeah, that makes sense. I was actually going to ask, it takes that long. So you said 6 to 8 with some of the stuff?
Sometimes, yeah. Depending on the techniques that you use, depending on the mediums that you use, it could take a long time. But oils in general, even after they dry, they also have to cure, and you're not really supposed to varnish the painting until it's fully cured, which I think is like 6 months or longer. But yeah, so it's definitely a long process. It takes patience. I definitely can't just knock out paintings like I used to be able to when I worked with acrylics.
Yeah, no, honestly, that's the one benefit of like drawing is like I could do 5 in a day if I really wanted to. But with painting, especially with oil painting, like it's not happening. There's no way. It'd take a very long time. You said you got into this when you were about 24. What got you into starting doing art?
So it was kind of it's kind of something that just came up. So I'll make it a really short story, but so I had just gotten out of a really toxic relationship. I was with the guy for 5 years, and in that 5 years, I pretty much made him like my entire world. Like he was like the center of my universe. And then so when I finally got out of this relationship, I kind of felt like sort of like I lost myself. Like I didn't really feel like I had like an identity because he was so entangled in every aspect of my life. So when he was gone, it was like, you know, I don't really have anything that's just like me, you know. I was like, who am I? And I needed something that was just mine. So I got into it because a coworker had done one of those paint and sip things, and she was really excited about it. And she showed me the painting that she did, and it was like a beginner kind of painting that usually like what they do at those things.
Yep.
But it just like, as soon as I saw it, I was like, I really want to do that. And it was like such a strong urge that it wasn't just like, I want to try that. I'm like, I want to do that. Like, I want to do that a lot. I want to like take these ideas in my head and I want to put them out into the world. And I want people to like see inside of my head, because I think there's something so cool about that, to actually be able to see like someone's imagination. And I felt like, you know, with everything I was going through at the time, I felt like, okay, maybe this is it. Maybe this is my thing. Maybe this is how I, you know, express myself, and I show people, you know, who I really am and what's going on inside my mind. But at the time I had really bad social anxiety, and there was no way I'd be caught dead at one of these paint and sip things. I was like, no way am I going to do this in public for the first time with all these people that are going to judge me. And so I went home and I started watching YouTube videos. I started reading books. I did all the preparation for it. I watched videos on, you know, what kind of supplies to get. And I just went to Hobby Lobby. I picked up a bunch of stuff, and then I just took it back to my little 1-bedroom apartment at the time. And I sat at my dining table and I just tried it, and I completely zoned out. I put on some music and I just started painting, and I felt like I was painting for like 20 minutes, and I looked up at the clock and it was like 3 hours. And I mean, I just like went into a whole nother space that it was so weird. I can't even describe it. It's like I went into a trance. And the painting I did, it was nothing spectacular. It was like a tree with some flowers and branches and stuff. But I just got so lost in it, and I just shut my brain off completely. And I just was hooked after that.
That was amazing.
Very nice.
I love that story. Very similar to how I got into art myself. I started when I was 28, 29. I'm 34 now, so 6 years, something like that, 5 or 6 years. And it was a relationship. I needed something to focus on instead of my own messed up thoughts, and it's such a release. Like you said, like hours go by where I didn't have those intrusive, awful thoughts about myself and my surroundings and what I was going through, and like that right there is a godsend. And I mean, look at you now, like in such a better situation, in a better place because of like a seed of something. That's amazing. Love that story. I'm so excited and happy that you shared it with us.
Thanks.
Corey, you want to go ahead and ask the next question?
So you create a lot of variety in your artwork, from the colors to the subjects. So is there any particular piece or series that you're particularly proud of?
That's a good question. So I think the work that I've done over the past year or so is when I've really been able to start creating what I really, really want to, which is those really out there kind of imaginative ideas that I have. And most of my work prior to that, I kind of felt like my skill level was sort of limiting what I could do. So a lot of my older work is things like flowers and, you know, animals and things that, you know, I could find reference photos for, because you can't really find reference photos for surrealism. Like I can't go on Google and find a picture of a sunflower with a girl's face growing out of it. So for a long time, a lot of my style was sort of limited by that. So I think, most of the stuff I've created over the last year, I'm really proud of, because I feel like it's a lot of what I've always wanted to just kind of take out of my head and put onto a canvas for people to see. But I did do the only kind of series, I guess you would call it, that I've done. I call them my Decadent Damsels collection. So there's 3 of them. There's a girl that's in a teacup with macaroons. I think I might have sent that one to you.
It's in the promo.
Yep.
Yeah. And then there's 2 others. There's one girl that's she's laying on top of a strawberry shortcake, and then there's one girl that's meditating on a stack of donuts. I created that series when I was pregnant, because I just had the worst sweet cravings ever.
Yep.
And I just wanted everything sweet. That's all I wanted. And for some reason, I'm like, let me just slap this on the canvas because I need to get it out of my head. And it was kind of like, if when you're pregnant, everybody's like judging what you eat and telling you like, no, you're gonna gain weight, all of that. And I was kind of like, screw
you're gonna
you,
hurt the kid, or a million different things. Yep.
Yeah. So those were kind of like fun for me to paint as like, screw you, I'm gonna enjoy all the sweets that I want.
That's awesome. That's a great spite is a great motivator.
Yeah, exactly.
Really, pump out some art. Were those oil pieces as well?
Yes, actually.
Okay.
So all of your stuff is?
Not all of it. So I do still sell some of my older acrylic paintings, but anything 2020 and later is oils.
Okay.
Steeping Beauty, the girl in the teacup, that's actually my first oil painting.
Okay. Wow. That's pretty good.
Nice.
It's pretty good for your first one. Yeah. Did you ask the last question, Corey? I think you did, didn't you?
Yes, sir. 8, buddy.
Yeah. Yep, I'm looking at it. So, as an artist, you have an ability to create beauty and invoke emotion through your work. So what do you hope people feel when they see your paintings?
I hope people feel some kind of connection, and I think that's different for everybody. I think some of the most rewarding sales that I've had are from people who, especially complete strangers that say, wow, this particular symbol, sunflowers, they mean so much to me in my life for this reason, and your piece just drew me in. There's one painting I did of it was a very simple painting. It was just a skull with a yellow rose coming out of one eye and a blue butterfly on the top of the skull. And I posted it in an oil painting group, and this lady, complete stranger, she messaged me and she just said, I need to have that painting. She said, blue butterflies and yellow flowers. She said, those just mean so much to me. She told me a story about how someone in her life passed away, and yellow flowers remind her of them. And I was just like, oh my gosh, there's something so special about that. Just a complete stranger you've never even met, reaches out to you because something that came from your heart and something that came from your mind that you created and put out in the world, somebody felt it so personally. So I think that it's different for everybody, whatever connection or meaning they draw from my work. I'm just happy if they do, if they draw some kind of connection. And I've been fortunate enough to have a lot of those experiences, which is nice because it also tells me that, there are other people that, might think like me or might have the same kind of, emotions or, inspiration as I do. And they connected with, what came out of my mind.
Yeah, that's amazing. Another fantastic answer. You're so well collected and just like have the perfect answer for everything we're asking. I feel like a lot of people will be like, I need to think on that, and then like give a good answer. Don't get me wrong, they give great answers, but you're just like right there. You're like, I had all this stock up. I think about it all the time. That works. Corey.
Alrighty. What is the most memorable or meaningful experiences that you've had as an artist?
I think definitely one time there was, and again, this was another experience where it was just a completely random person on the internet I had never met. There was one of my older acrylic paintings. I have an anatomical heart with sunflowers growing out of it, and there's monarch butterflies around it. And she saw this and she reached out to me and told me the story about how much it meant to her, and she connected with it, and she asked me if she could get it tattooed on her. And I was just like so excited. I mean, I could have just like jumped up and down screaming because I was so thrilled. Like, somebody likes my art enough to put it on their body forever.
Yeah.
And I couldn't believe it. And I almost didn't until she actually sent me a picture. Her tattoo artist like reworked it a little bit, so it's not exactly what the painting was, which is fine. You know, I expect a tattoo artist to, you know, put his own spin on it, but it came out really nice, and I just loved that she was inspired by it. So that's always something that I've really loved.
That's amazing. Yeah, that's really cool. I've had someone do the same. I couldn't believe it either. I was like, what the hell? You permanently? Like for the rest of your life? Like, okay, all right. I just put a pen on a piece of paper. Like, whatever. It is, yeah, it's maybe one of the top feelings I've had personally from doing art is that.
Definitely.
Sure. So, I was gonna say, so I know that as being an artist, it's difficult to balance your creative work with actually the business side of that. So, what advice do you have for artists to go about selling their pieces?
I think that one of the most challenging things is just getting yourself out there, and the marketing part of it is probably the hardest part of the business aspect, and it sucks because I think artists are typically the opposite of, you know, a business person. It's like, you know, you want to be creative and express yourself and, you know, use your imagination, but then it's like, okay, but I have to account for marketing and taxes and paying these fees and, you know, shipping and packaging and all the other stuff that's not quite as fun. But I just say, you know, try it out. I would start selling locally first. Look up local art fairs, art shows. They're a lot of fun to get your name out there. I personally, I'm not that good at marketing myself on social media, mostly because I just don't have time to go around and, you know, doing a lot of posting. And that's really challenging for anybody that has time to do that. You know, definitely join all the Facebook groups you can. One thing that I found works really well is to join groups on Facebook that are not art related. And that's where I've made a lot of my sales. You have to check the rules and see if they actually allow sales. But like, for example, I paint a lot of butterflies. So I joined these groups that are like butterfly lovers and people who like post pictures of butterflies they found.
Good idea.
Art. Yeah. So you just find groups that are related to that subject, not necessarily art. That way you're not really competing with a lot of other artists, and, you know, a lot of people, you already have an audience there that likes the subject that you're doing. So I've made some sales that way. So I think that's probably a good tip when it comes to this sort of fighting
I'm gonna do that. I didn't think about it before, so I'm gonna do that. Honestly, interviewing people, I'm learning a lot, so it's very helpful for myself, the struggling artist trying to make money off this stuff too. So yeah, that's great advice. And then Corey, you wanna close us out for the man that flew.
So finally, what's next for you? Or is there anything exciting as far as projects or exhibitions or anything like that going on for you?
Yeah. So I mentioned earlier, I'm part of Artistic Soul Gallery. So we're doing artist showcase events this year for the first time, and mine is going to be in June. So there's fewer artists in those shows, so I'll be more kind of spotlighted along with a few others, and I'll have 7 pieces available. And then also, you guys also interviewed Adriana from Breakaway, so I'm one of the other admins in Breakaway.
Okay.
If you didn't know
my
that.
God. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, I didn't know that either.
That's insane. I feel like we should have talked about this way before this point.
I know she.
I watched a video with you guys. I should know that. I did. I watched a video you guys did about the
sponsored artists. Yeah,
that's insane.
Yeah, so she's so you probably know she's doing the Deep Ellum Art Festival in May. So I'm one of 15 artists that Herd Battles are gonna show at their booth, and I'm actually gonna be going to that too. So I'm gonna fly out there, and I get to meet Adri for the first time.
You've never met her?
Not in person, no. We've been friends for like 2.5 years, but we still haven't met in person. So yeah, so
that is incredible that you're gonna have that opportunity. So she hasn't gone to, she went to a fair, right? Or she went to a festival, right? Recently?
Yeah, I think she did a few weeks ago. It was I think it's in the same region, but it's a little bit, it was a smaller one, I think.
Venue. Okay.
Yeah, I think the one in May is going to be much larger. It's more well known.
Awesome.
So yeah.
Nice.
No, that's fantastic. Congratulations. That's really cool. Honestly, even being just in her booth, one of the artists, is like a really cool thing.
Yeah, definitely.
I've been thinking about talking to her and having her on the show and being like, where's my invite? I'm just kidding. I know she literally, I watched, or I read a big thing she made recently. I don't know if anybody cares about this, but I do. Don't bombard her or be a dick. If you want to get on this thing, just message her and see if you can do it. Whatever the criteria is. Don't be a dick. That's what I would say. She's an incredibly nice person. Both of these ladies are. So, yeah, I'm gonna let you finish promoting all your stuff, like where we can find you and all that.
For sure. So so I have a Facebook. It's pretty much all my handles are the same except for Instagram. My Instagram is mrodolini.art. My Facebook is just mrodoliniart. I have an Etsy, mrodoliniart, and then my website is mrodoliniart.com. And that's where I sell all my originals, and then I have prints on my Etsy.
Okay. Cool. Fantastic. So definitely check her out. She's gonna be doing a lot of stuff, and her art's really amazing. You've seen in the promo. We're gonna play it again at the end of this, and you get to see some more of her stuff. And then me and Corey are gonna do a little bit of Color My Art, so join us for that. Thank you again. We really appreciate you coming on the show, Marissa, and we will keep in touch, and we'd love to have you back on the show after you go to the festival to talk about what you did.
For sure.
For sure. That'd be great. Thanks for having me.
Thank you again. All right, hello. Let's
Hello.
How do we do the thing? Yeah. Do the thing. Moving stuff over. Okay. So these are our colors for this piece.
Check it out,
you
everybody.
Can pick one. Oh, you know what I'm gonna do? Let's switch that around so that you guys can actually read it. 1 through 6 is what we got, and then I'm gonna play a little music. I don't know, if you want to join in, Corey? You're always welcome. But I do need some colors. And thank you so much, Marissa, for for coming on the show. We really appreciate you coming on. She was a fantastic guest. Gave a lot of useful information. Honestly, really appreciate it.
Yes.
Thank you. And thank you guys for checking out Color My Art. We're also doing a lot of other stuff. I'm doing my 20-minute paintings on Wednesdays. I'm selling stuff on Etsy. That's right here. You can see it right there. You can go there and check it out if you want. And I have a lot.
We
of
just
stuff
got
on
our
there.
first color.
Ooh. For 4.
Thank you, Aunt Tracy. Number 4.
All right, purple it is. I feel like I should make a song about Marissa because we've been doing that. And I can't leave her out, you know. So, could you just for the beginning turn down the music a little? Thank you, sir.
Fade it out real nicely.
Yeah, first we'll do one about her. And I'm still working on my Feeling Good song, so I'm going to probably
Working
try to work
on
on
feeling
that.
good.
So that I can have it ready when I want to go and do it on stage. Okay. Let's see here. What is Marissa's tune? Marissa, thank you for being on the show. We appreciate everything that you told. We learned a lot about some oil painting stuff. Like, I didn't know that it takes 3 to 8 weeks to try that fucking stuff. It's crazy. Also, join as many groups as you can. Marissa, help us with a helping hand. Oh, Marissa, thank you for being on the show. We really appreciate you. Thank you, Marissa. that was probably the best one I think that I've done. I don't know. What do you think, Corey?
Yeah, it was pretty good.
For the after, for the person that came on. Yeah. All right. Thank you.
And I'm working on the closing song right now.
Oh yeah. Totally space, and we both should have thought about that the half hour.
Yep.
Oh no, we just got.
I'm actually using a new feature that I found. So I'm doing it a little differently. It might sound a little different. It might be a little different. We're testing new waters.
Okay, I'm down with that. I'm super into that. By the way, guys, I just want to mention again, the end of May, on May 29th, we're going to do it on the 30th, but will be a year of Color My Art, and we're going to do a very special,
everybody.
Very special episode. So, I am going to play one more song for you.
One more song. Let's turn that music down and hear what Tyler's got to play.
Like I said, I got practice my Feeling Good song. I've been working on it. It's better than last week. Okay.
And he's feeling good.
So I have 2 different versions of this song that I've been working on. And I did one of the versions last week. And I think I might do that version again because I'm working on it. But I have the other version. Which one would you want to hear?
I want to hear the one you're working on. But before you do that, I just want to let everybody know that just joined. We have colors 1 through 6. Number 4 has already been chosen, but please drop that color in the or that number in the chat. 1 through 6 minus 4.
We got 3 colors that we need.
And we only have 2 more slots available, so please get your colors in. Can't wait to see what you guys choose. All right, Tyler, let's hear this song. We got number 1.
All right. I gotta move it down. We got number 1. All right.
Yes, thank you, Alexia.
Okay.
One more slot available.
Birds flying high, you know how I feel. Sun in the sky, you know how I feel. Breeze drifting on by. You know how I feel. Oh, yeah, it's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me, and I'm feeling good. Fish in the sea, you know how I feel. River running free, you know how I feel. Blossoms in a tree, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me. And I'm feeling good. Stars when you shine, you know how I feel. Scent of the pine, you know how I feel. Oh, sleep in peace when day is done. You know how I feel. In this whole world, it's a bold world. It's a new world for me. It's an old world. It's a new world. It's an old world for me. And I'm feeling good. All right. Woo! I do love those effects. They do that. They brighten me up, you know? They make me feel better. Alrighty then. You know what?
What? What are you gonna do?
Try to make you too big and me real small so I can start all the shit, y'all. I just need one more color, y'all.
One more color. Check
One more
it
color.
out. 1, 2, 3. Or sorry, 2, 3, 5, and 6. 2, 3, 5, and 6.
2,
What's it gonna be?
5 and 6. So I have 1 and 4, right?
1 and 4 has already been chosen.
1 and 4 is purple. Purple. Where you at? Where you at, Perps?
Where's that
You the
perp?
Perps. Got that perp? Who got the Percocet?
Alrighty then.
All right. He did. Like not sliding down.
Oh, we got our last one from Stephanie. Thank you, Stephanie. Number 2.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Woo woo! We got our colors. Number 2. That one. Bidamba. Yeah. All right. You got some questions?
I do in a minute when I'm done writing this.
Oh, yeah, fair enough. You're good.
Give me just a couple minutes. I am at the tail end of writing this. And then we will be on our way to an amazing song written by an amazing artist and sung by an even amazing more artist. That's
Well,
right, people.
An artist as the artist is what? GPT online.
Yep.
Okay. Let's make this bright, but like let's add yellow as a accent. Tops of these. I'm gonna move this thing down here so you can hear me better. Hello, can you hear me better?
I can hear you way better.
Yeah. So I'm gonna do a little bit of lighting accents on this with yellow.
Okay.
I'm thinking, and then I'll add the other. This is gonna be a fast one. I need to slow down because it is small. I do have something else I can color if I run out of stuff. Man, that image looks so much better in Houston. You can actually see it. It's a little garbly. Like the music you got. Liking the music you got. Keeping it up.
yeah.
With the music that you got. I'm liking the way this is turning out today. It's gonna be really sweet, baby. Okay, so I do want to add. Where's me water?
I'm blanking.
You're blanking on where my water is?
No, what her name? Never mind. I just, for some
Marissa.
reason, I couldn't. Marissa, yep.
I'm blanking. At Toes on Tuesdays. Where the hell is this? I'm looking for my sweet. Okay, we got sweet things. We got 2. Oh yeah, that's the one we already picked. Okay. So let's go with that one, and then blue will be over there, and purple will be on this. I really do need that though, so I can mix and fuck. Okay. I'm really going to start reaching over here. I'm here, but I'm looking.
Yep. So I will ask one of the questions while I'm typing, and Tyler can think of the answer.
Can't hear you though, so hold on just a second.
So he can't hear anything I'm saying. So I have free range, everybody. This is my show. It's Corey's takeover of the show. He can't hear anything, so let's do this. Are you guys ready for Corey's takeover of the show?
I think they're ready for it.
Alrighty, let's do this.
Nobody left.
Wait. He can... I'm gaining people. We've doubled the numbers since I've heard about the takeover. No.
No, they haven't. Somebody said
we do have a comment. Thank you, Stephanie.
Yeah, take
Stephanie
it over,
said,
baby.
let's do it.
Okay.
We are taking it over.
You're not.
This is off stream now.
Okay, all right. What are you going to do? What are you doing for the next half hour?
look at this art, everybody. Nothing's gonna change.
Nothing's happening.
We're kind of pissed off the artist, but
yeah, you don't want to work with me anymore.
But we took it over.
But we took it. It's you. It's only you. Thank you guys for checking out Color My Art. The show every Monday. Really appreciate it. You want to get into some of these questions?
Yeah, I'm just reading some of them, and they are very okay. So let's get straight to the point.
Yeah.
What's the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to you in a relationship?
Okay. I have one in particular that like it's embarrassing, but like I'll tell it on here. Me and a girlfriend I was dating at the time got really drunk. We were both just hammered. I went down on her. She and I thought she was coming. She was not. She was being in my mouth. I'm not into that kind of thing, but like it definitely happened, and I was not a fan. So I would say that was pretty damn embarrassing. But also, it's like my long-term girlfriend, so like it wasn't that big of a deal. It was more like we laughed about it. It wasn't like, oh, now we have to break up. It was like, oh yeah, remember that time you accidentally peed on me? You fucking what the hell? What about you?
I don't know. I puked on somebody that I was with because I was really drunk one time.
On. That was a crazy thing.
I've been puked on multiple times.
You have?
Yes.
I don't think I've ever been puked. No. Yeah, my girlfriend at the time. Yeah.
Everybody's been puked on.
Yeah. At least once. At least once.
I remember when I was a kid, I woke up one time in the middle of the night, and I was sick at the time, but I sat up. I had no control over my body. I sat up and just vomited straight into the wall in front of me. Like it was projectile. It was just, and the wall was like, it had to be at least 10, 15 feet away. And it was just like projectile vomit all over my bed, all over the wall.
15 feet.
Yeah, dude, it was far because it was the length of the bed plus,
that's a
plus
puke
like
massacre.
Yeah, like plus a walking, a little walking area to get through. So yeah, it was intense. I was extremely little though. I remember that.
Okay. Well, at least for that, you're not like traumatized with the full-on memory, I guess. I mean, you do seem to have like in great detail.
Yeah, but I was little enough to not have to clean up the mess. Like that was the parents' issue.
Yep. Yeah, it's like I don't know. It came out of me.
I just woke up and it puked.
Yeah,
it happened.
Sometimes you gotta. Being a little kid, you ever like laugh so hard you puked?
I don't think so.
I think I have. Pretty sure when I was little. Definitely like shit myself when I was little. Like that was a thing that definitely happened. And I've done that as an adult as well. Accidental sneeze that went too far. Okay, that was a good one. Revealing. I like that. You got another question?
Yep, I will in just a minute. Nobody tells me when to play my or ask my questions.
Yeah, I'm the motherfucking host. Well, good on you. I'm just gonna keep coloring.
That's right, you are.
Just do some.
Hey, thanks a lot.
Thank you for checking it out.
Stephanie said
Really appreciate it all.
I'm just a spectator at this point. And then Joey says, "Hey, sup, fellas?"
Oh my God, Joey! It's been a long time since he's been on here. Where you been, man? What you been up to? Living a life? Stop living that life. Get on the train of watching us 24/7.
He says, "Looks mint." How's it going, Joey? How's the family? Glad you're back on here. We missed you, buddy.
Yeah, dude.
Check out this piece of art.
Corey's been talking about you every day. Every single
much.
day. Just like, you know who I miss? Joey. So
We talk
you're
about it. We
respected
cry
and
about
loved.
it.
Yeah, you're respected and loved here at Color My Art and Stargazing Productions. You'll always have a place in our heart.
Joey says, just like in Joey fashion, I just figured out why it's not working. Ah ha ha. I haven't been. And that's it.
Oh, classic Joey.
That's classic Joe. I missed that. I missed
Everyone,
that in
he
our
read
streams.
He read this word for word. We need to pop that.
I
up there
missed
to
that.
let everybody. Yeah, I do. I miss 100 of those.
Glad you're back, Joey.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, it's nice to have you back. It's honestly been quite a long time. We've honestly advanced since the last time you've seen. If you've seen our new aesthetic, we got a whole new setup. I have a mic now instead of just yelling into my computer.
No, he wasn't even yelling at his computer. He didn't have a computer that worked with this at that time. He was yelling at his phone, boys and girls.
My phone. You're right. I was yelling at my phone. That son of a bitch phone.
We've moved up in the world using computers. Got studio lights going in this.
We do. My studio is a mess, but whatever you see is immaculate. That's how a studio is supposed to be, right?
Joey says, "I've noticed, man.
Yeah.
It's sweet seeing the tent." He must be talking about that tent that you popped earlier.
Oh yeah, I popped that tent. You know I be popping tents.
If you guys didn't see it, go on Facebook. You can watch you can watch Tyler live. Well, not live anymore, but live setting up and popping a tent.
No, popping a tent. Call it that.
Oh, popping it right up.
Yeah.
Right
I'm
on
popping that
Facebook
tent.
Live. You won't see this content anywhere else, boys and girls.
You'll
This is
never see a
exclusively-
tent popped like you will on Color My Art.
This is exclusively on
boys and
Color My
girls,
Art.
Let's not involve children in the discussion about popping
Fine.
a tent.
Ladies, gentlemen, and near-dads. How's that?
There we go, near dads. I like that. It's like a term for old people. Near dads.
Yep.
That's fucked up. You guys know this.
Joey says, "Love the bandana, Corey."
No, I said we're in the gang now. I don't have one myself, but like I'm a part of the gang.
He knows.
He knows.
Probably where we're getting our viewers from. They're just seeing the bandana, like, "Oh, we need to check this out."
Why?
I don't know why I did that accent. I have no idea. Because I really don't.
Undescript that you couldn't. Be anything.
I really honestly don't know what this color would be, because I know like what blue is and I know what black is, or not black. I know what blue and red is, but I really don't know what the color white would be. Let us know in the chats if you know what that would be.
Well, don't like tell anyone that he's repping it if they're gonna come.
I mean, I'm not repping it. I'm just saying.
yeah. Well, you don't even know what it's repping, right? What's on that? What's on that?
It's just a normal bandana.
What's the little picture?
Classic. No, it's just like the little bandana things.
What are
Every
those?
bandana's
Yeah,
got.
No,
It's
I
just
know
like
what
a
you're-
dewdrop or something.
Yo. Dewdrops, baby. D-rags. Do you remember the D-rags?
Yeah,
that was
man.
a gang. That was a gang I was a part of. The nerdiest gang ever. We were called the D-rags. I think my name was Dish Rag. We had Douche Rag, D-rag, Double D-rag, something else. There were other ones. If Curtis was here, he would answer those. I can't
Fortunately, I was too cool for that group.
You met me after I hung out with them a lot.
I did. I unfortunately met you after the D-bags, or whatever you call
Yeah,
them.
the D-rags, dude.
No, sorry, the D-rags. D-rags.
D-rags, yeah. It was like Dish Rag, Little D, something else. There was a couple of us. We used to fuck around Grand Rapids with, eggs and toilet paper and little fireworks.
Alrighty,
Terrorize the town.
if anybody is linked in with the police force in that town,
We've
let you
found them.
know we can solve some crimes from back when.
Yeah, you ever wanted to solve a crime? Have you
Joey
ever
says, aha, I was responding on the wrong chat, it seems. Ah, you were on the wrong chat. Yep, see, that happens a lot. If you, I have no idea what I'm talking about, but yeah. I'm learning that we can only see some of them. Not all of them.
Yep.
That's on us.
Well, that's on us.
So yeah, thanks for all the colors. We got purple, we got yellow, and we got teal, correct?
Yeah, is it teal? Yeah, blue, whatever.
Teal.
I don't know specific colors.
Alrighty, back to the game show.
Back to the questions.
Tyler, what do you think happens to us after we die? Are you a believer in heaven, reincarnation, or something else entirely?
Damn, these questions. I guess I didn't read them all. I like that. I'm down to answer these deeper ones. I would say I do not believe in the traditional heaven or hell. In my experiences with life, have led me, if any kind of belief system is there, follow a moral compass and be decent to people. And I feel like if there's an afterlife, it's this pool of energy and consciousness. And if you end your life with a sense of purpose and comfort, then that will retain over into that pool you go back in. And if you do terrible shit, you'll have a lot of like aggressive, anxiety-filled like experiences in that place rather than a comforting one. So that's kind of what I believe. What about you?
I mean, I don't want to get into it, but I mean, I guess I believe the term when they say we come from dust and we will return to dust. So, right?
So you're saying that like it's just all whatever, like where it's just kind of like where we're nothing. We're just grains of sand. We're blowing in the wind, and
we're just organisms on a moving rock.
Okay, all right, fair enough. I mean, yeah, I don't know if anybody's right, so I can't discredit anything. I feel like that'd be more likely than, a weird, like, judgment call from the heavens. But
so Joey said,
decent.
Sorry, what were you saying?
I think it's how decent you are. Is where if there is a after place, like whether or not you're gonna be in a good one or a bad one. I don't even know if there's that.
So
Sorry.
So Joey said, I have found that if I go to Tyler's Steam, it works. On your Corey, not so much. LOL.
Yeah, I don't understand that because it shares it on there.
Yeah, not too sure what that's about, but thanks for letting us know. We are gonna get with our tech support, and we'll work on that.
Nice. Have you met him? He's right here, actually. He's in the bandana.
We'll talk with our extensive team on tech support.
Yeah, our extensive team. Yeah, you're right.
No, what I will do is I will contact contact the people that run this.
Yeah, let's
this whole situation. No, not Facebook, Melon, and see if there's
Melon,
a solution to that.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Joey says, let's hope if it's reincarnation, we don't end up one of these plants we're smoking. I agree with you there, buddy.
Well, you don't know what that could be. Maybe it feels great to be smoked.
Have you ever seen the movie Sausage Party?
Yeah. But you're not conscious. You're a plant.
How do you know?
Well, I guess you're right, and not until you go into it. Well,
Yep,
there's a lot more
idea.
experiences than that. Like, I mean, even being some humans and stuff. Like, man, you don't get reincarnated.
I'd rather be a plant than some humans. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yep. If you could be like an old tree, hell yeah. I'd be down with it.
Yeah, heard it here first, folks. Tyler'd rather be a tree than some human beings.
Yeah, I absolutely adhere to that.
Alrighty, Tyler. Well, you are drawing for my info and for everybody else out there who are watching. Let us know what's going on next week for Color My Art. Do you know do we have anything exciting going on?
At the moment, we do not have any interviews or anything like that. I'm going to be putting another post out and trying to get some more people. But honestly, I might back off a little with the interview. I want to do it because it's a connecting thing. I'm definitely going to try to do that. But I am getting ready for a festival I'm doing in June, which I emailed them. They haven't emailed me back, but I'm going to figure that out. And I am planning on doing that festival. So what I kind of need to devote my time to is getting all the stuff to set up my booth. So I might be taking a little bit of a hiatus, maybe not, we'll see, for the month of May. And then at the end of the month, do our big special, where it's going to be, a year of Color My Art. So definitely check that out. So yeah, that's what my plan is. For the future, as in like the next month or so. But next week, I'm gonna have something pretty I made that I'm gonna try to make look good, and you guys are gonna help.
It's gonna be so pretty.
It's gonna be sweet. So yeah, that's my plan. Make something look good, and then also check out 20-minute paintings I do on Wednesdays. It's fun. I've been digging what I've been coming up with. I gotta, figure out some other shit I gotta do, because I'm gonna be doing it each week until I feel comfortable enough to go to Art Battle.
Hell yeah.
Once that happens, that'll be cool. Even I don't by any means think I'm going to win my first time at all. Do not think that's in the cards for me, but I cannot wait to like connect with the people there and like get to interact with them and meet some new artists around the area. Honestly, I'm probably gonna check it out before I even go.
Nice.
Oh, sweet plan. Oh, sweet plan.
Alrighty, it is writing the song for us. We're gonna see if it's any better than usual. Like I said, I used a little bit different of an algorithm to write this song.
Yeah. You got one more question?
Yes. What is your social security number?
As always, 38, 94, 85, 96,
Slow down,
78,
slow down.
33, 32.
Slow down, slow
30
slow
through.
down. 30. How do you? Is that an emoji or is that
It's an emoji, yeah.
a? Okay.
Yep.
Government's really getting creative, I see. All right, we got one last question. Are you ready, Mr. Charles?
Yeah.
He's ready, everybody. Let's go. Finally, an age-old question. What do you think is the meaning of life?
Jesus Christ. That is an age-old question, sir. I would say whatever you make it. I think that human beings are on this earth to experience it. I think we're a part of the universe, and we're one of the only parts that gets to go, wow, that's pretty, and have a perspective and have emotions about that stuff and have a deeper understanding of it. And I think that our purpose is to experience and love and do everything we can and then put meaning into it yourself, because that's what we do. We're meaning generators, and you got to find meaning by making it yourself. So yeah, I would say the meaning of life is to find what you love and do it.
Okay.
And experience.
Nice.
Yeah, do everything you can to just live a good life. You only get this one right now as you. So, yeah, that's what I would say.
You only get one shot, one opportunity.
One opportunity. Jinx. Anytime I hear that, I will happily answer the call.
Joey says, I have a question for Corey. How has been your experience so far with Color My Art and throughout his process with Tyler? I'm going to answer that the way I think you meant to say that.
Yeah.
So the cool thing is I've met a lot of people along the way. I've learned to hate Tyler. No. That's what I've learned. No, I think that I've learned. I've noticed, or I've met a lot of people along the way that are interesting, and have opened my eyes a little bit more to art in general. But I mean, I think it's just a cool thing to come out and talk to you guys every week. That's why I do it. I do it for you people, not for Tyler.
Yeah. He doesn't help me at all. He's just here for you. He loves the attention. He's just so into it. he practically begged me to be on this just so he could put his face online. Yeah, it was intense.
The only argument that I lost in this was it was supposed to be Color My Art with Corey and Tyler, but
Yeah,
I
yeah,
lost that one.
yeah. It was a long debate, but I was like, but I'm doing the art, and he was like, yeah, but like, you know, I'm me,
And I'm the personality that makes the show.
Yeah, everybody, and I'm the personality that makes the show. Well, it's called Color My Art, and I'm the artist. And then after we got into fisticuffs, we came up with a compromise, which is my name first.
When we got out of the hospital the day afterwards, we figured it out.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, like he said, he learned to hate me, and we also learned it's a hate-respect relationship.
We actually filmed this. We filmed this in the same room. He's got a gun to my head the whole time. That's why he's off screen right now.
Yeah,
he's got one hand on the. He's got one hand on the pistol and one hand on the art.
Yep, exactly. Got to keep him interested, you know. I don't want him straying too far. No, I always wonder about that too. Like, what's something you get out of this thing? Because like I know what it does for me, and I feel like knowing you, I know some of the stuff. But yeah, that's an interesting question, because most of the time they're directed towards me anyway. So yeah, you meet people. You get out there. I think it's made you more creative. I think it's made you more open on this thing. You're definitely better at this than when we started. Same here, but like, I don't know. I think that it's changed both of us in a lot of crazy ways. But I feel like we should get into that conversation on the year.
So Joey, the problem with your comment here, Joey says, Corey, are you a hostage? Blink twice for yes. Ah ha ha. Yeah.
Yes,
I'm giving you the answer right now, buddy. I'm giving you the answer right now.
Yeah, you can't. That's why I always make him wear sunglasses. That's why he's always wearing them, because I don't want him giving Morse code to anybody.
He's got that going on. I can wiggle my ears, but he's got them covered up for me. He's got it all. I can't do anything with my nose, so.
Yep. Yeah, that's why we put the bandana on this week, because he was starting to give signals with his ears.
You notice he puts the big mouth or spit guard on my mic, so if I start yelling for help, he just did it again. He cut it off. He cut off my mic.
Yep.
Ha!
Yep. Yeah. He's trying to get loose right now.
See, I can't do anything. Can't do anything, guys.
You know what? He's gone. He's gone now. We're gonna talk to him for a second. So just a sec. All right. You gonna be good?
Yes, sir.
You gonna be good? Or you go back in your empty void that I send you in each time.
Beautiful picture.
Yeah.
Love the picture.
Love it. Good. I love the
Doing
picture.
great.
I'm digging this bit. See,
not blinking profusely at all.
He's constantly blinking, but you can't see it. Anyway, I think that in my personal, I like I said, I think that both of us have gotten a lot better at this thing, and it's a fun time. That's the biggest reason I wanted to do this anyway, is to get better at art and have a good time with my friend each week. And I feel like it establishes that, and then it's insane that people have been following and buying my stuff and getting more involved, and we're gonna do this festival. It's crazy. But
yeah. Whatever you say,
anyway,
just don't hit me again.
I won't ever hit you, Corey. I love you, buddy. He knows it. He knows I love him. All right.
Joey said I'd dial 911, but he can't find the 11. So.
Yeah. You're damn right. Where is this? Can you send it on Facebook?
Yeah, I should probably do that, shouldn't I?
So what do you guys think of this? It's pretty sweet. It turned out pretty cool. Bring it up. Gotta bring it that way. I think it turned out pretty cool. These flowers look kind of venomous a little bit to me. Like they mess you, like this butterfly might mess you up. Not that butterflies bite you. But they just look like the ones that like close up around you. You know what I mean? Like they get you, you know. They get you.
Alright, I sent it over to you. I also sent you a video earlier that you should watch at some point. I forgot about it.
Okay. Facebook.
What have you noticed, Joey? Joey says, I'll tell you what I've noticed, and hasn't said, oh, here he goes. He just wrote something. Let me tell you what he said. He said, I've noticed that throughout this whole process, I've seen two people create something I have come to enjoy. I've seen friends have fun speak their minds and give me inspiration to do things I love even if I'm not good at them. Thanks, fellas. Thank you, Joey. I couldn't have said it any better. Maybe typed it a little better, but I could not have said what you typed better.
Yes, that is accurate. Oh, man. Where do I gotta go to put this thing in there? Text?
Yeah, you are looking for the teleprompter, correct?
Yeah,
go down to the bottom.
got it.
Teleprompter's right there, buddy.
Alright, gotcha.
Let's do this line.
Oh, no, that's not. We'll see. I wish I could make it slower, but, I'm gonna move some stuff out of my way. We're gonna sing our last little song here. Okay, add. Corey Beats. Why is it saying that? Oh, because you sent it to me. All right, let's get my guitar out.
He's got his guitar.
Got his guitar. He's got his guitar. Ooh, there we go. All right,
Joey
yeah.
said, I smart. I agree. You smart.
All right. Yeah. Yep. Read my mind, Doc.
Yep.
Okay. So this is gonna be a little different in some way.
Yeah, it's a little, I don't know. It's got like a beat to it, I feel like.
A beat to? Did you put rap in?
No, I put acoustic guitar, but I feel like the way it's written, it's kind of got like a flow or something to it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah. I gotcha. It's a melody. Oh, no. Whoops.
Take two.
It's a Monday night. The clock strikes 6. Tyler's on Facebook Live, ready to fix a piece of art he drew with care. A butterfly, though so delicate, so rare. Damn it, dude. Let me try this again in a slow. I'm gonna read it. Okay, because yeah, it's easier. The teleprompter is great for at the beginning, but it goes too fast.
Yeah, the speed is a problem.
Yep. Okay, and I'll just scroll down. All right.
Joey says, love the music.
It's a Monday night, and the clock strikes 6. Tyler's on Facebook Live, and he's ready to fix piece art he drew with care. A butterfly so delicate, so rare. Color my heart every Monday at 6. Join us live, get your fucking color fix. Corey's the co-host, keeping things light is Tyler Color in his work of art. This week we had a special guest. Her name was Marissa. California. She's from California. Was our best. She paints females and flowers and butterflies too. Thank you for joining. We had so much to do. Color my art every night and Monday. God damn it. Color my art every Monday at 6. Join us live and get your fucking color fix. Corey's the co-host, keeping things light, and Tyler's coloring his work of art tonight. After the interview, it's time to create. Tyler starts coloring, it's never too late. And Tracy, Stephanie, Alexa gave suggestions on which colors to use. Thank you. Color my art every Monday at 6. Join us live. Get your color fix. Corey's the co-host, keeping us all the things light, and Tyler's running colors artwork tonight. Let's see the last. Jesus Christ, there's a lot.
Yeah, you can skip that chorus. Next chorus. Yeah. I would, yeah.
Okay. It's been a blast, but the end is near. Time flies when you're having fun, we fear. Join us next week, we'll be back again. Color and Tyler's art, our favorite form of Zen. Yeah, damn it. Outro. Thanks for joining, and we'll see you soon. Color my arts every Monday at 6 p.m., dude. Facebook Live, our favorite place to be, where the art and color set us free. It's color my art every Monday at 6. I'll draw and paint the colors that you want to get your fix. Corey is the co-host and he keeps everything light. And I'm Tyler and I draw all this shit right. I was seriously asking a question. I'm the one who does it, right? It's me. I'm gonna definitively say yes, me. So thank you for checking out Color My Art, and we'll see you guys next week.
Peace. See you next week.
Peace. See you next week, y'all. Tick-a-tock. Wait. You know what? Before we do this, we haven't been doing this. check out Stargazing Productions, my Etsy, which is Stargazing. It's Stargazing Shop, and then as well as all of my art on my Stargazing page and my page are available. I'm going to be going to do a lot of shows this summer and festivals and farmers market. So come check it out. Buy some art. I sell this stuff and other stuff on there, and it really helps me. I want to make this my career. Help me make this my career and support artists in this fucking world of bullshit. Make somebody who is actually trying to make it more beautiful, like, be able to live. Both me and Corey work really hard at this each week, and we really appreciate all of the support that you guys give us. Thank you so much, and we will see you next week. Do you have anything else you want to add, Corey? You got anything?
Yeah, if you guys are in Grand Rapids on which date, Tyler?
June 10th.
You can go to Dr. Grins. June 1st. You can go to Dr. Grins and see Tyler, as he will be playing his guitar and singing some tunes for everybody.
Better
so
than
go
that.
check him
that
out.
Was maybe my worst end song I've ever done. Most of the time they're not that bad, but you win some, you lose some. The Marissa one was good. This one was bad. So yeah, you can check me out on June 1st if you want to go.
Yeah,
check me out. Yeah, you should definitely come.
I'm thinking about it. Also, check out Sticky Delight for all your sticker needs on Etsy.
Sticky Delight on Etsy,
Sticky Delight,
Instagram, and Facebook. So thank you. And
Joey says, "Sweet, that was great. Thank you. Have a great night, guys. See you on the next one. So far, my favorite independent artists."
Thank you. Really appreciate it. Yeah, yay! Okay, all right, bye.
Bye, everybody.